Travel is not only about places, it's also about how the mind meets them. It is never just the outer journey, it is also what the journey awakens within. In this part of the series, I have spent a few days in Chicago and Washington DC, two cities rich with history, ideas, and inspiration. Both are known for their distinct architecture, world class museums, and vibrant urban parks. In Chicago, I visited Millennium Park to see the Bean, that mirrored structure where countless visitors see themselves reflected yet always distorted. It felt like a reminder of how the mind reflects reality through its own filters, never showing things as they are. At Navy Pier, the Ferris wheel rose nearly 200 feet above the city, opening wide views of Chicago and Lake Michigan. For a moment, it felt like the mind itself had expanded. But Vedanta reminds us that true elevation is not about rising higher in space, it is about rising above ego and attachment. At the sky deck in Willis Tower, standing on glass and looking far below, I saw how quickly fear arises when our sense of ground disappears. In truth, our ground is not beneath us, but within, the steady awareness that never falls. Walking along the river walk, I watched the water flow endlessly, never the same from one moment to the next. It felt like a living reminder of impermanence. Life too is like this river, always moving, never holding still. And yet, within this constant flow, there is something in us that does not change. I also visited the Art Institute of Chicago. In this very building that Swami Vivekananda delivered his historic address at the Parliament of Religions in 1893. His words carried a timeless message that all paths, all faiths are not enemies but expressions of one truth. He reminded the world that beneath our differences lies the same spirit, the self that Vedanta speaks of. Just as the galleries of this museum show harmony in diversity, Vedanta shows us unity behind all names and forms. When the restless mind divides, it sees separation. But when it becomes still, it realizes oneness. Walking through Washington DC feels like walking through a living history book. The National Mall stretches wide, with the US Capitol at one end and the Lincoln Memorial at the other. Between them, the Washington Monument rises like a silent pillar. The White House stands as a symbol of leadership, and the memorials honor the courage and struggles of past generations. Every monument tells a story of outer achievement, but the Bhagavad Gita reminds us to look inward. True freedom is not only political or social, it is freedom from the restless mind. These monuments mark great achievements, but lasting freedom comes only by mastering the restless mind. While walking past these monuments, I realized how wars and conflicts arise when the mind cannot manage the ego. Outer achievements, money, fame, power mean little if the mind stays restless. Lasting peace, both for ourselves and society, can only come when inner calm and clarity are given priority. At the International Spy Museum, I stepped into a world of secrets, codes, and veils. Exhibits from nearly 40 countries reveal how spies have worked across centuries using clever tools and hidden methods. It was entertaining but also strangely revealing. In a way, daily life is a kind of secret mission too. We wear masks, we hide feelings, we play roles. Even our own senses deceive us. What we see, hear, or desire often misleads us. Vedanta reminds us that the real spy work is inward. To quietly observe the mind, to expose its disguises, and to see what lies beyond appearances. The greatest mission is not uncovering the world's secrets, but uncovering the truth of the self. Both Chicago and DC are full of sights, monuments, and stories. But beyond them, the journey was really about pausing, reflecting, and turning inward. Because no matter how far we travel, the deepest discovery is always the self. Together, let's explore not just the world, but the truth of who we are. Life's real journey is inward. Start with the Vedanta Book Club. The link is in the description.